welcome to Thunder Weekly. I'm Heath with me, Mark Rodgers. Mark and I are at Bar Cicchetti in Deep Deuce, a rather tantalizing food restaurant with great drink specials. And you can just see right here the artichoke fondue with wonderful toast points and roasted artichokes. Great dish for starting out with for Mark and I. But hey, speaking of starting out, the Thunder have been tantalizingly close with these losses.
Hey, the games have been really exciting, and they have shown some signs of playing really well. They've been in games, and the wins have not been following as much, so they're in perfect position to have some good draft choice odds, and at the same time while showing some potential.
So, and that's a perfect scenario for both sides of the tank no tank, which we've talked about before on this show, and I won't today, I promise.
That's fine.
But I will talk about it a little bit. But no, I love the fact that the Thunder are entertaining. The losses, they're in most of the games. There's been very few clunkers. And so each game has been entertaining. They've shown flashes with their young players. And their veterans, if you can call veterans, they're 23 years old. Veterans are 24. But it's been an entertaining team.
No, it has been entertaining. The Thunder are dead last in offense in the NBA, but defensively, they play hard. And a lot of nights in the NBA, that's going to take you quite away. So they're a fun team to watch. And I think, hey, look, if the team was going all in to try to just do its best to win every game, which is not the best thing for them this year, I think they'd be very competitive for the 10th spot in the Western Conference. Portland has got CJ McCollum back, and they're starting to win a few games. But that last spot in the West is very attainable. And Oklahoma City is, kind of as good as some of those other teams. So, look, they're taking the right path, I think, this year. You want to keep that pick. You want to keep the Clippers to lose. You end up with 2 lottery picks. Who knows? You're going to end up with 2 really good lottery picks. And that would be what's best for the future of the franchise.
I think what would be the most ironic is that the Clippers pick finishes in the lottery, but it jumps up, of 101 odds, and all of a sudden it's number 1.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a possibility, but to the lottery, it can be.
Yeah.
Goes up.
That's right. Where Oklahoma City's is just, you know what I'm saying? And they got the 4th worst record in the league, but it's kind of close to the 3rd. I don't think Detroit and Orlando, they're bad.
Yeah.
They're not going to win.
They're not going to get any better. Yeah.
So you get the top 4, and you're guaranteed some spots.
Yeah, hey, we're at Bar Cicchetti, and you have a chance to come here and have some of the wonderful food here at Bar Cicchetti. Tonight they're starting us off with the roasted artichoke fondue, the toast points, and it looks great. We'll dive into that in a little bit. In the meantime, we'll be right back with more on Thunder Weekly.
Attention cigar smokers! Are you looking for the absolute best selection of cigars in Norman? Then go to Royal Pipes and Tobacco on Boyd and Jenkins. Royal Pipes has a large humidor filled with the best brands in cigars. Names like Rocky Patel, Romeo and Juliet, and Cohiba. The Cohiba Lounge adjacent to Royal Pipes is a great place to have a drink, smoke your favorite cigar, and watch sports. So for the best selection of premium cigars, go to Royal Pipes on Boyd and Jenkins in Norman.
EDS Paintless Dent Repair is your one-stop shop for auto body repair. Whether it be from hail damage, dents, scratches, or even glass replacement and repair, we can accommodate all your needs. Locally owned and operated since 2005, EDS Paintless Dent Repair is here for you. Give us a call at 405-476-1763 or go to edspaintlessdentrepair.com.
1978, before the internet, before cell phones. That's when Basie's Roofing was founded. A lot has changed since then, but what hasn't is Basie's commitment to helping customers just like you deal with damage to their roofs and home after a storm. You never pay up front and there's absolutely zero risk. It's been that way since 1978. Now maybe we're a little old-fashioned, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if it is broke, well, give us a call.
Basie's Roofing, the name you can trust.
Hey, neighborhood jams in Norman and in Oklahoma City. There's 3 locations now. Norman on Main Street next to the railroad tracks,
in Midtown in Oklahoma City on 150th and North Penn. And it's the same great food on Neighborhood Jams, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or brunch. It's always great at Neighborhood Jams. The breakfast is with biscuits as big as a plate, and the brunch is on Saturday and Sunday. There can't go wrong at Neighborhood Jams. 3 great locations in the Oklahoma City metro area, one in Norman, one in Midtown, and one on 150th and North Penn in Oklahoma City. If you're looking for a great tasting club special at your favorite golf club or bar, ask for a Oklahoma club special made with Prairie Wolf vodka, distilled right here in Oklahoma in Guthrie, Oklahoma. That's Prairie Wolf Distillery, Guthrie, Oklahoma.
At Laser Light Skin Clinic, our most popular treatment is now more affordable than ever. Right now, you can save up to 50% on Cool Sculpting, the #1 choice for non-invasive fat reduction. Our flexible treatment plans allow you to choose the option that is perfect for you. Focus on a single problem area or revive your life with a fresh new you. These are real results. For your personal Cool Sculpting consultation, call Laser Light Skin Clinic today. A new you awaits.
Let me talk about one of my favorite places in Deep Deuce to eat and drink, and that's Bar Cicchetti. Bar Cicchetti with great menu, and they're featuring a wonderful brunch. If you haven't had brunch yet at Bar Cicchetti, you got to do it. It's available on Sundays. Wonderful new menu for brunch, and it is inventive and creative, and it changes every week. So if you're looking for a great place for a brunch, Bar Cicchetti on Northeast 2nd in Deep Deuce, great place to go for brunch. And during the week, they have great dinner specials as well as drink specials every day at Bar Cicchetti, Northeast 2nd Street in Deep Deuce. Also, they have the biggest big screen in Oklahoma City to watch your favorite sporting events. So if you're looking for food, drinks, and sports, go to Bar Cicchetti, Northeast 2nd Street in Deep Deuce.
And welcome back, Thunder Weekly. Heath, Mark Rodgers from Bar Cicchetti in Deep Deuce, where they have a fantastic Sunday brunch. You got to go online and find out what the Sunday brunch is all about. They also have live music on weather permitting outside, and now on inside on Sundays for Sunday brunch, 11 to 2:30 here at Bar Cicchetti. Also, guys, if you're looking for a Valentine present, don't look any further than a gift certificate, gift card from Laser Light Skincare. Laser Light Skincare, one of the oldest, most reputable skincare clinics. Dr. Johnson's been helping ladies and men for a long time with their skincare needs. So if you're looking for the perfect gift for Valentine's, get her flowers and a card, and in that card, a gift certificate for Laser Light Skincare. Just give them a call, 841-0500, to find out how you can get the perfect gift for your loved one on Valentine's. Mark, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has been the leader, undoubtedly. And even he, as good as he is, and as amazing as he is, he still has ups and downs, like any NBA basketball player.
Yeah, the good things are he's been given a lot of responsibility to kind of grow his game, and he's elite, I think, for a guy his size, scoring to the paint. He's good at getting to the basket. He's good at creating shots around the basket. He's got a good pull-up jumper. At times this year he's got a little wild with his three-point shot selection. He's one of the worst in the league in terms of percentage of shots
he's kind of slowed that down.
That helps.
That helps, and he's concentrated more on getting inside, which, gets him to the line. He's starting to get, several games with double-digit free throws, which helps him because he's a very good free throw shooter.
That's correct. And you know who else is the ultimate kind of form of that description is Chris Paul. He's not a great three-point shooter, but as he's grown and his career has gone on, he's really good at his pull-up game. He's good at getting, near the basket at times, and he's really good defensively and kind of focusing on that. And he's a better defensive player now, 36, than I think that he was way earlier on in his career. So, SGA doesn't have to have a three-point game. I know everybody in the NBA wants the three-point game, but if he can continue to focus and develop the strengths of what he has, he can still be a very impactful player.
And when you're not, when you're feeling it, your team needs it, have it in your bag, that's great, but not count on it over and over, take too many of them. And that's one of the negatives that the Thunder have, is sometimes somebody like Doors. Falls in love with his three-point shot, and even though his percentages aren't great, it comes in handy for the team. But at the same time, I would rather see him going to the basket much like SGA, because his body type is such that he can finish at the rim, even though he's having a little bit of trouble getting that consistency at the rim.
Well, that's true. And he's also down the list in terms of three-point percentage shooters. But I like his game a little more because he is going to, I think, get some shot opportunities. And to me, he's a good player, but his basketball skill isn't as natural or as elite as SGA's. It's still very good, but there's really nobody else to shoot threes. Those guys get a lot of volume, they play a lot, they take a lot of shots, and so on this team, it's fine that they got a chance to try to.
And there's another player, the rookie Giddy. Giddy has got. He's got a shot from three, not connecting a lot of them like all the rest of the Thunder, but he's getting more comfortable. But he still has the ability to get to the basket also.
Well, and he's got kind of floppy hair, you think of him and think, hey, size isn't what it is, but he's a legit 6'8", he's a big kid. So getting into the lane, he's been really good around the basket. That shot isn't there, which is scary when you start to talk about it. And I'm not sure that Lou Dort is long-term foundation piece for Oklahoma City. You have to figure out what he's worth, because he might be worth more than Oklahoma City wants to pay. But you got to have somebody that's going to shoot, or that you can't have a bunch of guys that can't shoot.
That's the starting lineup right now. They got guys that really can't shoot. Now they have guys on the team that are shooting better. We'll talk about them in just a little bit. But we are at Bar Cicchetti here in Deep Deuce, where they have a great lineup of Prairie Wolf Spirits. Prairie Wolf Spirits distilled right here in Guthrie, Oklahoma. And Bar Cicchetti features Prairie Wolf Spirits right here in Bar Cicchetti. So we'll be right back with more from Bar Cicchetti. Mark Rodgers, Rick Heath.
EDS Paintless Dent Repair is your one-stop shop for auto body repair. Whether it be from hail damage, dents, scratches, or even glass replacement and repair, we can accommodate all your needs. Locally owned and operated since 2005, EDS Paintless Dent Repair is here for you. Give us a call at 405-476-1763 or go to edspaintlessdentrepair.com.
1978, before the internet, before cell phones. That's when Basie's Roofing was founded. A lot has changed since then, but what hasn't is Basie's commitment to helping customers just like you deal with damage to their roofs and home after a storm. You never pay up front, and there's absolutely zero risk. It's been that way since 1978. Now maybe we're a little old-fashioned, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if it is broke, well, give us a call.
Basie's Roofing, the name you can trust.
Hey, Neighborhood Jams in Norman and in Oklahoma City. There's 3 locations now. Norman on Main Street next to the railroad tracks, in Midtown in Oklahoma City on 150th and North Penn. And it's the same great food on Neighborhood Jams. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or brunch, it's always great at Neighborhood Jams. The breakfast is with biscuits as big as a plate, and the brunches on Saturday and Sunday. There can't go wrong at Neighborhood Jams. 3 great locations in the Oklahoma City metro area, one in Norman, one in Midtown, and one on 150th and North Penn in Oklahoma City. If you're looking for a great tasting club special at your favorite golf club or bar, ask for a Oklahoma club special made with Prairie Wolf vodka, distilled right here in Oklahoma in Guthrie, Oklahoma. That's Prairie Wolf Distillery, Guthrie, Oklahoma.
At Laser Light Skin Clinic, our most popular treatment is now more affordable than ever. Right now, you can save up to 50% on Cool Sculpting, the #1 choice for non-invasive fat reduction. Our flexible treatment plans allow you to choose the option that is perfect for you. Focus on a single problem area or revive your life with a fresh new you. These are real results. For your personal Cool Sculpting consultation, call Laser Light Skin Clinic today. A new you awaits.
Attention cigar smokers. Are you looking for the absolute best selection of cigars in Norman? Then go to Royal Pipes and Tobacco on Boyd and Jenkins. Royal Pipes has a large humidor filled with the best brands in cigars. Names like Rocky Patel, Romeo and Juliet, and Cohiba. The Cohiba Lounge adjacent to Royal Pipes is a great place to have a drink, smoke your favorite cigar, and watch sports. So for the best selection of premium cigars, go to Royal Pipes on Boyd and Jenkins in Norman.
Welcome back. Thunder Weekly from Bart and Chetty, Mark Rodgers, Rick Heath. Neighborhood Jams is one of our favorite places for breakfast. We've been there, done many shows. They have 5 locations now in the state. They have a brand new one in Edmond on 2nd Street, as well as 3 others around. All of them have the same great menu options. They also feature Saturday morning brunch, Sunday morning brunch, and a wonderful lunch selection. All at the Neighborhood Jams locations, one in Midtown, one in Norman, one at 150th North Penn, and now one in Edmond on 2nd Street, and one in Tulsa. So if you're looking for a good breakfast or lunch, Neighborhood Jams closest to you. Mark, now, the bench guys that, have really helped out the Thunder. In a lot of games, they've been able to bring them back into games when the starters have started slow.
Yeah, okay, so Mike Muscala, per 36 minutes, is averaging 21 points a game and 7 rebounds. That'd be if he's just playing decent minutes, starters minutes. I mean, that's a little more than that, but those are really good numbers for him. He's also close to being a 50-40-90 guy, shooting 44% from the three-point line, shooting just under 50% from the field, and just under 90% from the three-point line. And our radio friend Jim Traber had said early on, kind of caught on to it, he's too good to put in there at the end of games because he's going to hit a shotter. But I hope for Moose. I know he likes being here. I know that the franchise loves his culture. They love the way that he mentors some of the younger guys. But man, he could be a really valuable piece for a team that's trying to win a championship. I almost hope they can go someplace and have that shot.
I think that Thunder will do that. And here's my thinking on that. If Sam Presti ends up at the trade deadline sending Muscala out, Kenrich Williams out, then I think that's an admission that, okay, we want to finish closer to 2 and 3 than we do 4, 5, or 6 in the lottery. So, because those guys are very helpful, and they are two of the few assets that Sam Presti can move to the trade deadline for more picks coming back.
I think one of the things that's been so great about the Thunder for Kenrich Williams, there's really not anyone, he's going to get playing time, but he's in New Orleans. You can't tell me that he wouldn't have been a really, really good player in New Orleans. But they had other guys they were paying more that I think they felt like they had to dedicate time to. But that guy is a bulldog. I mean, he just plays so hard. He's going to impact the team winning. It just takes somebody to believe in him. I mean, and I think Oklahoma City let him get out there and play. And hopefully, like I said, he showed that he can.
Well, yeah, and now other teams are seeing that. They're seeing the value of Muscala with his three-point shot and his rebounding, tough defense, shot blocking. So, I mean, they see that and they're attaching value to it. Now, does the Thunder need more second-round picks? Probably not. And I don't think either one of them are quite good enough to get a first-rounder. Maybe a second-rounder and a potential player that's sitting on somebody's bench. Maybe we trade them out and see what happens. Take a chance on somebody that, just like Kenrich Williams, and let them kind of grow into the role here.
Well, one way the Thunder can get a first rounder is to take a contract that a team doesn't want. And Oklahoma City is so far under the cap that they're going to have to add some contract to get up to that point by the end of the season. So, we used to get really fired up about the trade deadline because the Thunder are right there trying to win a championship. This trade deadline is going to be, I think, more active for Oklahoma City than any of those ever were because of the Thunder's ability to help other teams win.
Yeah, they're going to be trading for money.
Yeah.
They're going to be trading.
They'd be willing to take on some bad contracts for picks.
And for picks or for maybe a young bench player or whatever. But more than likely, picks and money. I mean, they're going to absorb money because they can and they need to. And for that, one of these teams that are deep in the playoffs that need that space to add somebody to make a push, it's going to pay off to be friendly with Sam Presti.
Exactly.
Hey, we are are at Bar Chichetti here in Oklahoma City in Deep Deuce. Great place to come. Wonderful Spirits Garden Club, vodka and gin and St. Old Moses bourbon, all served here at Bar Chichetti. So come by and enjoy the wonderful food like the roasted artichoke fondue with toast points and many, many other great dishes here at Bar Chichetti. And welcome back, Thunder Weekly. Mark Rodgers and Heath from Bar Chichetti. Guys, I mentioned earlier in the show about the best Valentine's gift you can get for your loved one. And that is a gift certificate for Laser Light Skincare. Laser Light Skincare, one of the top skincare clinics in Oklahoma City. Don't get a present for your Valentine's. Get cards and flowers, and inside that card, get a gift certificate. And Laser Light, Dr. Johnson will take an evaluation of what they may need for skincare, and that gift certificate will fit right in. She'll love you for it. Do not forget, Laser Light Skincare. Give them a call, 841-0500. We didn't mention a couple of guys off the bench that are getting significant minutes. Now, Baisley was off the bench. They started him here recently. He didn't do as well. I think he needs to go back to the bench, and he's been playing better off the bench.
Can it be any clearer with Darius Baisley? I mean, a lot of it is confidence.
Yeah.
More pressure, I think he feels if he's in the starting lineup for whatever reason. Basketball players can be funny people when it comes to what they believe and how they play relaxed. But when he's coming off the bench, he plays relaxed. I think there have been great guys in the history of the NBA that have come off the bench to play much better basketball. So something maybe to see how the game's going a little bit, take a deep breath, and you're not all amped up from the starting lineup. But he's got potential. I just think he's got to find his niche.
Yeah, he's got to find his niche, and that's one of the things Dagenham will help him. But two guys that are starting, that are contributing a lot, JRE and Aaron Wiggins. Those guys are first-year guys and second rounders, and they're playing very, very consistent minutes.
Both have shown a lot. Like JRE, very versatile. He can shoot from the outside, and for a second-round pick, he's got some potential. I love what Wiggins has done in that he's already had some pretty consistent streaks of just double-figure games. So I think the confidence is good for him. He believes like, hey, I can play. Not everybody, I think, has that much confidence. So I like what I see from both those guys.
That's one of the things that you didn't really know when with the scouting department, how well they would be able to continue on. But then they brought these guys in, they're doing well. Trey Mann, a late first rounder, playing really good minutes on occasion and showing some flashes of offensive potential.
Yeah, and I think he can shoot. One of the Thunder players that can really fill it up from the outside. I think that has some potential there. That's what I've been working on if I were him. Is hey, look, I mean, if I can shoot, I might be able to have a chance to stay on this team for a while.
Yeah, Ty Jerome's another player that can shoot and play and give them good minutes. Let's talk about the West and how it's stacking up. I want to start from the bottom up, though, instead of from the top down.
Sure.
And the bottom, Houston. Houston is just right with Oklahoma City in that range of, okay, who's going to finish with the worst record? And Houston is, they've been full of turmoil all year long.
Hey, Houston, John Lucas does it upsetting the players or vice versa. There were some games, every once in a while, it's kind of like Oklahoma City. That's going to be a fight all season long. I think that we've seen Houston go on long losing streaks, so they can be good at that.
Yeah, and then you got Portland, CJ McCollum's back. Damian Lillard's out for a while. May stay out for the rest of the year. They got too much talent to lose many games. So I don't see them back passing the Thunder.
No, I think the Thunder will be okay. There's a 4-game difference between the two teams now because Portland's won a few games. I'm not told that they're great. Sacramento not great. New Orleans not great. San Antonio definitely not great. So those are all the teams that the Thunder are going to have to kind of watch the standings.
Well, yeah, San Antonio's not going to. Popovich is not going to let them tank. They may lose a lot of games, but they're not going to purposely tank. Can't say the same thing with the Rockets. New Orleans, who knows? They can do. That is such a bad franchise. You never know.
They be trying to win.
Depths they can hit.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, and the Thunder, like I said, the Thunder are capable of playing with all the those teams.
In Sacramento, as you said, Sacramento's getting ready to unload a bunch of people from the trade deadline. Who knows what's going to be left when they get finished. But I think the Thunder are in pretty good shape, and they've been losing entertainingly, which is good for everybody.
Been to several games this year. If you're not going, you think it's, whatever, you're missing out.
You're missing out because they're doing well. And the thing about it is, I think Dagenhall has done a really, really good job with this team in that he's held it together. He is bringing out the best in some of these young guys, giving them the minutes they need. And I don't think Sam Presti's letting him go ahead and have his play. Now we'll see if it gets further down the year, if Presti reaches out and says, okay, let's take this guy out for a while. Let's take this guy out.
Situational rest that goes on all over the league. They can do that. And that's not going to be frowned upon by anyone. It wouldn't be frowned upon by the fans. Everybody is going to get to take a night off every once in a while.
And that's what we'll be watching for. Hey, appreciate you watching this week Thunder Weekly for Mark Rodgers. I'm Heath. We'll see you next time on Thunder Weekly.